Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. But where's Isaac, you ask? And where are those beautiful technology shots that you can hear ringing out across the land? Well, today's run is fittingly called Invisible Man, suggested by YouTube user Chzo, CHZO 2012. So, hopefully he didn't take that name thinking it was future-proofed. I mean, when I was like 10, I guess I was like 12, I took the Hotmail address of like Green Day fan 2001 at hotmail.com. Please don't add me. I don't use it anymore. But I took that and I was like, it was the year 2000, and I was like, man, this is gonna last me for a year, and then I ended up using it until like 2011, so I feel like an idiot. Anyway, we have 5 skinny odd mushrooms, which gives us no head, Transcendence, which gives us no body and accounts for the fact that we're invisible now, Technology 1 and Technology 2, so we do have some pretty powerful shots here. Unfortunately, we cannot see ourselves. All we can see instead is the shadow underneath us, which is gonna make this a fairly difficult run. We're also super fast. As you might expect. So this is kind of like a weird... It's almost like the Psychic Vagina run, but it's not quite, because we can't actually see ourselves. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. By the way, why didn't I go to the item room? Or why didn't I get what was in the item room? Because one of the conditions of this run, for starting with, being a little bit overpowered with respect to the technologies and the speed that we have, is that item rooms are off the table. So again, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to work out for us. I think we've got a reasonable chance to at least, beat Mom. But we'll see. After that, everything's up in the air like a George Clooney film, in my opinion. So we have the Magician. That's worthless. Hopefully we get a bomb to be able to access that Tinted Rock. Or this Tinted Rock. Really, either of them would be okay. This would be one of those weird situations where I would actually welcome the heart. But what I'm trying to avoid here is picking up items that make us visible. So Little Steven's okay. I think Little Steven, he'll just circle around us, so we'll be able to see where we are to a certain extent. But not much more than we would if there was just the shadow in the first place. But, in addition to that, or in contrast to that, I'm not sure if Steven himself is okay to pick up. The damage upgrade would be very welcome, don't get me wrong. I think he might make us bigger, though, but there's only one way to find out. One thing we're definitely going to avoid is the regular odd mushroom. So anyway, we're going to take Steven here. We got a Spirit Heart. Sadly, we can't really do anything else with respect to these other 2 Tinted Rocks. That sucks. Oh well. Down to the next floor. Again, I think we're pretty powerful, but things could change. By the way, in case you didn't see the last run was double the fun, where I had to do every single room twice, sometimes 3 times, due to the Forget Me Now. That was terrible. It's so refreshing to not have to do that anymore. It feels genuinely really good to just be like, oh, we're done with the floor. Like, we beat the boss once, and that's the end. So I did skip over the item room. I'm not going to the shop or anything. Keys are not as valuable in this run, obviously. Bombs still are, because of that Tinted Rock. But in any case, we're going to continue onwards here. The other... Oh, I thought I was going to take damage there. The other condition of this run, which is kind of informal, it was never stated, but it's worth pointing out, is that I don't think I should take anything that makes my shots visible. So as much as I would love to get a deal with the devil here and pick up Mom's... Oh, that was terrible. Pick up Mom's Knife or Brimstone, I'm not going to do it because I think it would be outside of the conditions of the run. So first things first, let's see what we've got in this devil room here. We've got Rage. That would be interesting, but I don't think it's worth the health right now. And we can already fly, so you know what? I don't think deals with the devil are that important. Let's just re-roll this 8-ball. Take the dog food. I think that's fairly good. We're still invisible, and we'll head down to the next floor. Again, in terms... Oh, and Maggie's Faith, by the way. I totally forgot to mention that, but Maggie's Faith is going to make it probably more likely for us to get some extra HP. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a deal with the devil that'll be useful for us. I'm just trying to think of what would be useful. I mean, Rage would be fine. I would love to pick up Rage. I don't really want to go to that mob trap room. I would love to pick up Rage, but it was just not the right time for us, basically. We're not looking for item right. We're looking for item right now. An item right now is maybe something like a Guppy's Paw. Especially if we could hold Guppy's Paw. We don't need to blow up any TNT here. If we could hold Guppy's Paw forever, then we could get HP upgrades, and each one would translate to effectively a 3 Spirit Heart gain, which would be very useful for us moving forwards. But anyway, that's neither here nor there for now. Let's just destroy these flies first. This is a very interesting run. I'm not sure how engaging it is to watch, but as a player, it's proving to me that, my Isaac skill might not be incredible, but I kind of don't even really need to see my player to be able to dodge and shoot that effectively. Like, I'm doing okay for myself considering the situation that we're in here. Let's go to the Caves Part 1 boss. It's gonna be Gertie. No biggie, especially with the ability to fly. I got hit there? My shadow was over top of the rock. I can't believe that ended up failing me there. This would be a perfect situation to have Rage. As a result of not having Rage, This fight is going to take me a pretty staggeringly long time to get through. We run into this from time to time with Gertie. If you're fighting Gertie and your damage is pretty poor, as ours is right now, we're basically doing base damage, although maybe a little bit faster damage. I can't believe I got hit by the fly there, too. Don't lose the Eternal Heart, Isaac. This is not a good situation to be in. That Eternal Heart is the most valuable tool in your arsenal right now. Probably should have left that green thing alive. But yeah, if you're fighting Gertie with just regular, fairly standard damage, you're probably going to find yourself in the middle of a war of attrition, kind of similar to what I've got going on here. So we should get an Eternal Heart, as well as the extra HP upgrade from Maggie's Faith here. And we can basically speedrun these floors, because we don't need to go to the item room. The shop could be valuable, don't get me wrong. But until we get some keys, then it's not really, is it? So let's bust this guy open. We get to deal with the Angel. That is beautiful. We definitely want the HP upgrade. We definitely want to see what we've got in here. It is the Relic. We're just going to take that. Not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. As much as I would love... That just turned little Steven into Brother Bobby, weirdly enough. As much as I would love to reroll, maybe try to get Sacred Tears or something like that instead, we're just going to go down to the next floor. Going to be gaining a lot of health now, which is good, because apparently my dodging skill is not nearly as good as I previously, like literally 2 rooms ago, said that it was. When I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good at the Binding of Isaac, so derp. Obviously, the game always puts me in my place when I take a stance like that. Finally, we get a key, so golden chests and the shop are potentially viable now. We are on Catacombs Part 2, so we're making pretty good progress. Although, we can't go to that boss trap room. I don't want to activate all of these spiders. Hang out near the TNT. It's the greatest place of all time. Lump and Skull are there. Power Rangers to kill all the putties. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It's Sunday morning. I feel like I should be watching some cartoons, but alas, my childhood has passed me by. Although I do still play video games a copious amount every single day, so I guess, you know, I can't really complain. Hopefully, we come across our boss room soon, or the shop. But if we come across the shop, I would love to get... Ooh, thank you, Relic. I would love to get one more scent first. The other good thing is that... Oh, thank you. Interesting. I want to open that golden chest. And I probably will. Yeah, we've got an extra key, so why not? That's going to give us an extra key. So we didn't lose anything, we didn't gain anything. Let's see what we've got going on here. It's just a husk. Easy fight. I was going to say the other good thing about having the Relic is that it's going to synergize really well with Maggie's Faith here. It's going to allow us to get a lot of protection for Maggie's Faith, which should allow us to get a lot of HP upgrades. Because we got Maggie's Faith very early on in this run, which is a rarity. But when it happens, it works quite nicely. But in any case, we're just going to try to keep things going here. I still don't quite understand mathematically how Maggie's Faith works, but that probably reflects more on my intelligence than anything else. We're definitely just going to take the HP, tears, and damage up here. That's a great item. Our deal with the Angel is going to be Scapular. I'm going to re-roll that and take... That's all stats up. I think that's going to make me bigger, though, is the problem. When Halo is all stats up, will that make me bigger? I think it will, so I'm not going to take it. I hate to just leave it. But that's the way it's going to go here, unfortunately. But that's okay. We still got a very good item there. Down to the next floor. Doing very well for ourselves, I think. Maggie's Faith still has a little bit more time of usefulness. Oh, that was terrible. Because we don't have to take the Polaroid until after the next floor. So I might end up eating my words there. Oh, that was bad. We actually might lose this Eternal Heart here on this floor. Might as well take this pill. Tears up. Fantastic. Yeah, we might end up... eating our words there. Oh, shit. Okay, now we're in a tough spot. Might end up eating our words and ending up, what am I even talking about anymore? Like, maybe the Halo actually doesn't cause you to grow bigger, in which case that would be when I was eating my words, or when I would eat my words. But either way, I'm just trying to keep it, you know, stick to my principles, basically. There's some more money. That Eternal Heart is absolutely essential at this point. Skipping over the item rooms, because we're already overpowered, and I agree with the creator, Chozo2012, that is a great balancing act, basically. That's the balancing factor involved in this one, because otherwise it would be far too easy, probably, if we were able to go to every single item room. You know, pick up something like the nail. I think it would just be too easy. I always worry when there's like a YouTube username that I can't pronounce, or I'm pronouncing incorrectly, or I don't know the meaning, that maybe it's just like a really offensive word in another language, and I'm like accidentally offending a bunch of people. If that's the case, if Chozo means like fucked my mother in Spanish or something, then I apologize. I had no idea. And again, I will just, you know, not feign ignorance, but play the ignorance card. and apologize, but nonetheless. We're at 10 minutes here, and we're speeding along. Way faster than the last run, that is for sure. I'm just gonna hang out over these holes. I mean, the thing is, the effing leapers don't care. You could be over a hole, under a hole, inside of a hole. Leaper don't care. Can't believe we didn't get hit there. Yeah, the leapers will jump over the chasms, which doesn't make any damn sense to me, considering I think they should just fall through and die. But sadly, they do not. In any case, Larry Jr. is super easy for us to fight, given our current items. Thank you to those spirit hearts. Now, here's the thing. I think it's smart for us to buy Book of Revelations. I know people are going to be pissed because I always do it. We're going to end up getting a bunch of cubes of meat, which is not going to be that worthwhile. But the spirit hearts are going to be essential for us moving forwards. We're not doing great with respect to damage. I would love to buy that other spirit heart in there, by the way, if we get another penny. I should probably look for secret rooms at some point, considering we're doing fine for bombs. Oh, there's a couple jumps there. A couple leaps, I should say. But yeah, I think that's a solid item for us. It's weird because I'm looking at the shadows from the leapers, but confusing them with the shadows of my own character from now and then. But yeah, I think this is a smart decision for us. The more spirit hearts we can stack, the better off we will be as we move forwards. This will allow us to buy another spirit heart from the shop down here. Normally, I would not backtrack for something so meager, but I feel like in this position, it is absolutely worth it for us. Not essential, maybe, but worth it. And of course, we are going to be abandoning the D6, which is sad, but, you know, its time had come, probably. It would be very beneficial to us on the chest, but we need something better to get us to the chest in the first place, I feel, anyway. So we haven't quite reached a dead end yet. It may or may not be a dead end. Not totally sure yet. I hate this room when you're not doing very much damage because we are going to lose. We've already lost one spirit heart worth of health. Thank God I bought that one back there. So we still have a little bit of a cushion to protect ourselves. There we go. Okay, that room's done. And I was really hoping there'd be a spirit heart here. Instead, there's the Polaroid, which, if this was prior to, like, the 1.33 update, we'd actually want to take that, I think. Just to feel somewhat secure in the fact that we'd be able to go to the chest. Man, those were annoying times. But now, when we get the Polaroid automatically from the mom boss fight, it is absolutely non-essential and, in fact, would be detrimental, because Maggie's Faith is going to allow us to stack up some more spirit hearts here after we finish with the Depths Part 1 boss, which is obviously going to be War, as a result of the fact that we are rolling with the cube of meat here. Rolling with the meat. I've only heard that song like twice in my entire life, so I apologize. Also, I'm a horrible singer, so, you know, oh, that was terrible. There is that element of it as well. I really want to blow up this tinted rock down here to make up for those tinted rocks I didn't blow up earlier. We might as well go through the golden chest. I mean, it could end up being beneficial for us. We should be able to fight War really easily once he gets down to, like, the permanent running state, because we are going to be way faster than him. Sadly, it's still taking us forever to do damage to him. Maybe we'll earn a deal with the Angel, though. We've already had 2 of them. So I think that seems... Oh, that was terrible. Don't get hit again or you'll lose that Eternal Heart, you ding-dong. Again, thankfully, we bought that Spirit Heart back there. Well, no Angel Room, but maybe on the next floor. Range upgrade. Okay, we'll take that. Let us go down to the next floor and see what's going on. So we're going to be fighting Mom on this floor. Do we have anything in here? Well, it's not worth it, maybe. Hold that key for now. We can always use that on the chest a little bit later, provided we get that far. It's certainly not set in stone yet that we're going to make it that far, but it's a possibility given our current set of items. Thank you to the Relic there for helping me out a great deal. The money is probably not going to be worth anything because we're going to be avoiding the shop on this floor. Again, not just to save keys, but because we don't have very much money in the first place. But thank you for the other Spirit Heart. The Spirit Heart flux on this run is pretty crazy. Oh, he's got 2 bodies! That's so not fair. Now, I've been talking up the amount of health we have so far, and the deals with the Angel and how valuable they can be. However, I would absolutely love if I got a deal with the Devil and was able to pick up Guppies Paw, turn all this stuff into Spirit Hearts, all these, like, 9 Red Heart containers I have right now into Spirit Hearts, and then just roll on, like, 30 Spirit Hearts for the rest of the game. I would be so into that. I doubt it's going to happen because we've already set the precedent for those deals with the Angel, I guess I should say. They're not really deals with the Angel. I mean, the deal is you offer me an item, and I either take it or I don't. It's not like we're doing any sort of trade here. Smart. They should call them, like, benevolence rooms or something like that. I don't know. I'm never going to stick to that. The nomenclature in my head is already set in stone, because that is what my brain is made out of, just pure rocks. Let us take these guys down. We got a pill here, a spirit heart. What is this pill? Health up. Alright, that's actually really useful. Again, especially if we get Guppies Paw, that's basically just like picking up 3 spirit hearts randomly. I think Guppies Paw is a long shot, though, to say the least. More keys. We have a chest-sized number of keys now, which is good for us. The ability to fly on this room is absolutely goddamn essential. Otherwise, we would probably end up taking a lot of damage in here. I really hate this room, because the leapers constantly are annoying the way they phase in and out of the rocks. There's another spirit heart for us. Shop would be worthwhile if we can get like a battery or something. Who knows, maybe we actually will have enough money to make it happen. Again, the golden chest inside of there is tempting, but not tempting enough, I feel. This is an easy room. We are only on the depths. Like, if it was an Acropolis, I'd be a little bit more worried. Thing is, we have great potential to kill enemies without taking damage because our defensive ability is so high as a result of our ability to fly over everything. Sadly, our damage itself is not very good, so we're almost at, like, the exact antithesis of my normal, like, preferred run. I like being able to do a lot of damage to single-target foes. You know, things like Isaac, Blue Baby, etc., etc. And I like doing it in discrete bursts so that those fights become a little bit easier for us. This is going to be a situation where those Isaac, Blue Baby fights are going to be goddamn impossible, because we're going to just be constantly dodging shots left, right, and center. Let's see what we've got here. We've got enough keys now to maybe make it worthwhile. I would love to get that compass. We should probably look for the secret room. Because if I can get like 9 cents in that secret room, buying the compass would save me a lot of time. So let's see if that's it. It's not. Let's see if this is it. It is. Okay, 9 cents, please. 6 cents. It's almost there. We only need 2 more. Gonna be shooting all the fires that we can come across here. Might be worth using a key on this room now to see if we get like a nickel or something. Well, we got Poison Touch, which is actually well worth it as well. I'm glad I took the time to go back for that one. Now if we get Guppy's Paw, we'll be able to get invincibility from the Polaroid. And then be able to run into Isaac and Blue Baby, which is going to be downright essential for those fights. Because again, we're going to be doing okay damage to them. I mean, we're going to be doing it slowly, but it'll be okay in the long run. Over time, I guess I should say. Not necessarily in the long run, because we could die in the long run, but, oh, that was bad. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Gotta focus for a second here. Well, we got another Spirit Heart there, so that room was not... all is not lost on that room, I guess I should say. Who knows how this is going to go, is basically what I'm getting at here. That was terrible dodging again. I really doubt we're going to get Guppy's Paw, but it would be probably like the single greatest item I could pick up right now. We'd get 30 Spirit Hearts as a result. Permanent invincibility from the Polaroid, which would give us the ability to actually use Poison Touch offensively against difficult bosses. If we find a red chest or something, because there is a chance that Guppy's Paw could just show up in a random red chest, anything could happen, basically. And by anything could happen, I mean we could actually beat the game. Because right now I'm feeling like we have a fairly good chance to get to Isaac, or even Blue Baby if we manage to beat Isaac. Speed upgrade, not really worth it. But, oh well, there's our compass at least. But, do we have much of a chance to proceed, like, to beat those bosses? If we get to Isaac, we might stand a chance, but then we'll probably have basically no health for fighting Blue Baby. I apologize if I'm a little bit rambling right now. It's a weird run for me. I can't even see myself. I gotta take a trip to India after graduation to find myself. I'm just gonna... oh, I'm all out of water. I was just gonna take a sip of water before the mom boss fight. Sadly, apparently that's impossible. I just spent like 2 or 3 seconds there waiting for my character to spawn in before realizing, oh, my character already exists. He's just invisible. If only I was invisible to enemies as well, I think my defensive capabilities on this run would be even higher. But man, we are taking some time here to actually do a lot of damage to Mom. It's not that bad. It's going pretty quickly. Thank you to Mom's Foot for destroying that eyeless ooze guy for me. If she could just destroy all of these guys, I would be even happier. It's the only time I want my mom to be a destroyer of guys. Not in the way my friends told me she was when I was 12. Oh, that was interesting. Dodging there. Managed to get out of the way, though. Just looking for the Shadow. Shadow versus Shadow is basically what we're dealing with here. Okay, but I haven't taken any damage on this fight yet, which is kind of surprising to me. Oh, I didn't get hit there either. Okay, that's kind of amazing, actually. I really want to get that Eternal Heart turned into another... oh, there, now I'm taking damage because I walked into that thing. I really want to get this Eternal Heart turned into my last HP upgrade, but I also really want Guppy's Paw. We'll see, anyway. Oh, almost took some damage there as well. The Shadow is almost dead. By that I mean Mom, not myself. I'm doing okay here, believe it or not, even though I just took some very stupid damage. 1 or 2 more laser barrages I think is going to be enough. There we go. We get Jesus Juice, Book of Revelation. Jesus Juice is going to give us like 1.5 times damage, I think, which is actually very useful. It's an item that I very rarely get these days, but it took the Polaroid and it's down to the next floor. Again, Guppies Paw. Hook me up, s'il vous plaît. That's French for hamburger. Now, I do want to go to the boss trap room, because if we're not going to get Guppies Paw, and it looks like we're not, we might as well just stack health upgrades as much as we can, and the boss trap room has a tendency to have health upgrades in it. Sadly, there's no way for us to actually get in there, because we have way too much health. So instead, we're just going to make our way to the boss as soon as we possibly can. This is not the right way, which is surprising to me, and indicative. Oh, we're on XL, so I guess it's good and bad. The bad is that it's going to take us forever to get to the boss, but the good is that both bosses are going to be there simultaneously, so it should be easy enough for us to do. In the end, this is probably going to save us, you know, a few minutes and a few hearts of backtracking or exploring overall. And as long as we get easy rooms like this is fine by me. Technology 1 and 2 basically means these guys are a no-brainer. They might literally have no brains. I don't know, maybe they just have a neural network or something. So I should probably take out the angel fetuses first, but I'm going to do things the opposite way and take out guts just to kind of do things differently. Now, I'm not sure how much Jesus Juice is affecting us. I would love to basically have the power of an invisible brimstone. I do feel like I'm doing substantially more damage. Not in the order of, like, you know, one-shotting enemies, but certainly, like, those angel fetuses died a second or two earlier than I thought they would have. And I hate the the champion version of Gluttony. Not Gluttony, Gemini. My brain is all sorts of mixed up right now. But I hate the champion version of Gemini because it's so much easier to just focus on dodging one thing at a time rather than dodging two. Not to, technically 4 if you count the shots that come out from these guys. But we're fine for health. We're probably okay on Spirit Hearts. So I can't really complain yet. Things can change drastically in a matter of moments, though. So even though this room didn't go as good as or as well, I guess I should say, as it possibly could have, there's not too much to fear in the very near future, in the immediate future at least. Long term, obviously, things can add up. There can be cumulative effects of taking so much damage. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Now I'm out of Spirit Hearts. Maybe I'm not so good with Spirit Hearts. That's the problem with having so many red hearts. I thought I had Spirit Hearts off the screen. I guess I technically did. I had 1 Spirit Heart off the screen. But in any case, this is going to be curious moving forwards. It's been a while since I've actually made a run work where I was rolling like entirely on red hearts, which is basically what I'm doing right now, only with the occasional Spirit Hearts from Book of Revelations and the Relic to help me out. Could happen. I mean, 10 hearts is not a whole lot. Are we at 10 or at 11? 11 hearts is not a whole lot to, oh man, this is way too many keys for, oh, I got a Spirit Heart out of it. It's probably worth it. We'll see, though. It could happen, or it could end up just totally being destroyed in a matter of minutes here. I didn't take damage there, which is useful. And we should be finding our way to the boss room this way. I hate this room. Oh, those damn ham things are the most annoying thing of all time. Hopefully we can manage to kill them fairly quickly. Like, ham plus Diglett sounds like a great sandwich, but unfortunately it's not. Let's come up here. We got another golden chest. They've been reasonably good to me. That was going to be one of the rare exceptions, unfortunately. But I'm not really thinking long-term about how we're going to do on the chest, like how this is going to affect us on the chest, because I'm mostly just worried about finishing the existing level. Now, I would love to use some bombs against the Fallen. We have the speed to basically make the Fallen a neutered boss. It's kind of like fighting a slightly better version of Monstro 2 at this point. The other thing is that technology is great because we can do double damage at this point when we have 2 Fallens rolling at once. So we're just going to do some spinning around here. One of these Fallens will die eventually. And that will put us in a better position to take out Mom's heart. Who knows? This is our possible chance to get Guppies Paw. And if we do get Guppies Paw here, that would drastically improve our chances. Took some terrible damage there. We'll see, though. So this Fallen should die in a matter of moments here. And we are going to get the Nail, which is a straight upgrade over Book of Revelations. I probably... Oh, man, it makes us visible. That's weird. But it only makes us visible when we actually use it. So 1 out of every 6 rooms, we're going to have no head, but a dark body that you can see. Dark Body, the Northernlion story. Well, not really. Kind of sounds like a Harlequin romance I could write. So we're going to put this bomb here. This should be easy enough. I'm guessing that we're going to end up having to fight Chubb on this one, because it's been kind of a slow run so far, and our bombs are just like regular bombs. We don't have Mr. Mega or like poison bombs or anything like that. So in all likelihood, we are going to have to deal with some, Chubb-sized nonsense here, but we'll see. Larry Jr. is going to not die in one hit. That was surprising. How did I really only amass, like, 6 bombs over the course of the... Oh, the Sun card. That's very useful, actually, even though it did just cause me to take some damage. But yeah, that'll be very, very useful, possibly on the Isaac fight, if I was talking about things that are going to happen in the near future, at least. Duke of Flies is going to come out. This is like the exact opposite of the last run we had, where we killed Mom's heart in, like, 2 hits, maybe less. There's Chubb. And Chubb's going to come out before we actually get to the permanent, bomb-throwing state for Mom's heart, which is unfortunate, because... means that we're probably going to have to deal with maybe another wave of zombies, which are occasionally annoying. It is indeed a wave of zombies, but now... oh, man, we are taking forever to get through this one. There we go. It's not that much longer than normal, but it is longer than normal. But the ability to fly means we're not going to have to worry too much about the creep that she's creating. Somehow we still only have 1 cube of meat, despite having Book of Revelations for a reasonably long time. But in any case, we're going to be moving up to the Cathedral. And like I said, fairly confident that we would at least last this long. I don't think the Angel Room actually gives us anything. Yeah, it just gives us a trip down to Shoal. So we might as well head up to the Cathedral. We're going to save this Sun card for now. And I'll probably end up using this as a full health card. It's very valuable to be using it as a full health card in this situation because we're in a position where we have like 10 regular hearts. So if I mean, the Necronomicon usage is okay. The Compass usage is basically worthless considering how much health I have already. We're going to find Isaac very quickly. And for once, this should be an easier room than normal because I have infinite range, basically, on these guys. If I can avoid taking damage, I'll feel pretty good about myself for once on these guys. Doesn't often happen, but occasionally I do get lucky. There we go. Nice chain reaction. And one last room here. If I could somehow save... the Sun card for Blue Baby, I would be a very happy camper, but that is unlikely. Now, Monstro 2 is actually fairly difficult to fight considering I'm fully invisible here. So I'm just trying to gauge by the shadow. If I can beat Blue Baby, I'll be happy with things. Now, the one thing, my biggest regret on this run is that I really wish we took Rage. I didn't take it earlier because I was worried about my health. There's no way I could have possibly known that I would end up getting Maggie's Faith, Relic, Nail, and Book of Revelations, as well as a few health upgrades. But if I had taken that, if I'd been a little bit less risk-averse, we probably could have made something better happen here. That being said, there's always the chance, I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom here, there's always the chance we beat Isaac and Blue Baby. We might eventually get enough keys to open everything in the chest. We can at least open 3 of them to start with. Again, every time I get hit, I'm just gauging my invincibility. Probably should have taken the scapular, maybe. But every time I get hit, I'm just running into him quickly. Because the quicker I manage to run into him, the more poison damage I can do. And that's going to be borderline essential. I think we're going to win this fight against Isaac. Getting down to the chest with the items that we have, especially considering that this fight is so much more difficult given the frequency of which we're hitting him with technology. Oh man, this is a tricky situation. We're not even through the first phase yet, and I've already taken like 5 hits, which is not good for us, but I don't need to tell you that. But if I manage to do some smart dodging here, so Technology 1 and 2 just makes this fight substantially harder than it needs to be versus like a Mom's Knife style or something. I actually have never like really quantified how much damage Poison Touch does when you just run into them. But it seems like it makes a non-negligible impact, which is good. Oh, there's some damage, so we'll run into him quickly. Getting ready to use our Sun card. I still think the odds of us succeeding here are pretty high. We'll see, though. So we have him down to about halfway. Next hit, we absolutely have to use the Sun card. Don't let me forget that. There we go. We used the Sun card. We did some damage to him. He's poisoned as well. Now, if I can't beat him, given the fact that I have like 11 hearts right now, that would be pretty disappointing. I guess, you know what, Rage, for all of my, prognosticating, Rage actually wouldn't really benefit us all that much at this point, considering we don't get enemies to fight against Isaac, and thus building Rage until later on. I think we're going to be fine here. The Angel Fetuses might actually be harder to deal with than Isaac himself at this point. We really needed that Sun card. The fact that we picked it up in the Mom fight is going to make it possible for us to get to the chest. Otherwise, it would have been almost unfathomable. Isaac is going to die in a second, though. I can just get it. There we go. He's going to drop half a red heart. Might give me another, 10 seconds of survival in the chest. And now we're just going to hope that there's a key drop at the end of this room, and maybe I can get incredibly lucky on the chest. Again, on the chest, all bets are off, so let's see what we've got in here. It looks like the nail's ready to... Oh, next room. Okay. So we get, first, the bean, useless. Next, mom's bra, useless. Polyphemus, that's exactly what I was hoping for, actually. So this is going to allow us to do a lot more damage, and we'll just be on the lookout for another key. Is this going to be a game changer? I doubt it. I think our result is still pretty much the same. Unless I've suddenly become the world's greatest dodger. We're really going to hope that we get one more key, and then that last chest holds something unbelievably amazing. Well, there's the key. We might as well take Mr. Mega as well. And our final chest is going to contain Book of Shadows, which we should take for that final boss fight. Just to give us a brief period of invincibility. It's not gonna change things too much, but it is one of the rare items in our arsenal right now, which does have the potential. The exception will be if we have the nail charged up for the boss fight, just randomly, then I will absolutely... I'm getting a lot of health here, though. I'll absolutely go with that instead, because the extra damage is going to be way more valuable than the extra, 30 seconds of invincibility. Maybe, I don't know. The 30 seconds of invincibility could be really important. Well, we're going to get basically back to full health here thanks to the Lover's card. And I guess that's what happens if we kill Lust last. Don't we have a chance to... Oh, if we kill Gluttony last, we'd have a chance to get hearts. Killing Lust last, I'm not even sure what that would give us. Extra bombs, or extra bomb-type items are okay. And so far, the chest has been pretty good. Polyphemus has actually kind of turned our lasers into Brimstone-style shots that do a substantial amount of damage. So, I don't know. Maybe we have a better chance here than I thought. We're going to see. If this run ends up succeeding, that's basically thanks to just picking up Polyphemus. I'm not going to lie about that. We've got so many Mr. Booms down there, which is really weird. But anyway, Book of Shadows. We're going to use that as soon as we can, because there's really no benefit to holding on to it longer than is absolutely necessary. Also, with Book of Shadows, I think we can just pop that, run into him with Poison Touch, let the Cube of Meat do a ton of damage. And, that should be fairly strong for us. I mean, we should be able to do maybe, like, I don't know, a third of his health? Maybe even more. Just by virtue of this Book of Shadows charge here. This is gonna work. I can't believe it. We're out of Book of Shadows. We could tank him right now if we wanted to, but Polyphemus technology is actually just gonna make this the easiest fight in the world. We ended up taking literally 0 damage on the Blue Baby fight. That was from, like, absolutely having no hope to actually being able to beat the game very easily. That was a quick turnaround thanks to Polyphemus and Book of Shadows. But that'll be the end of this run. In any case, thank you guys for watching, and as always, continue suggesting your challenge runs. I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. And in any case, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.